Kara Swisher.
Right.
So, Kara, what would you say would be the trend to watch for, particularly online this year?
Online, it actually is an offline trend. The idea of touch, the idea of iPhone apps has been really important, and the idea that you can touch and it just launches. You don't have to launch a browser. You don't have to key in words. The idea that you can just launch a discrete application is really important, and because it makes these devices easy to use. I mean, before, especially in mobile, because mobile is really the most important thing. Mobile social networks, mobile applications, mobile gaming, because these phones have become so smart, they're mini computers in your hand, and you should be able to have software that's easy to use on them. If not, it gets to be a frustrating experience and nobody uses them. So.
And is there a fail-safe place that you would say in a down economy that advertisers should look to spend in emerging media?
Well, life doesn't stop, and obviously advertising is still important. It's just that people get a little panicked, and they look at the effect of things and the impact of things, and so they cut back, and that's a natural inclination. But online advertising is going to grow. It's where the audience is. And
would you say undervalued right now?
Oh, absolutely. The time people spend online and the amount of advertising spent is way out of whack by a factor. They spend way too much on television, which people are moving away from, and people are online. They're watching television online. So I think, inevitably where the audience goes, the advertisers will go, and eventually they will get that, but just, nobody gets a raise from taking a risk on a Facebook, or the mentality has to change in the advertising industry, that it's going to be harder to reach people, and yet it's going to be more effective, presumably.
And last question, one of the trends that we're talking a lot about is how the next generation browsers are going to kind of take us into this new world.
World of what?
Of where you can do work online, you can keep things online,
yes.
where you're not necessarily relying.
The cloud. Yes,
I
think that's been happening. You keep your email. I mean, think about it. Yahoo Mail is all in the cloud. I mean, everybody keeps their email in the cloud, and it used to be on your device, and nobody does that anymore. So, everything's all the file systems, everything is going to be in the cloud. Your entertainment, you're not going to necessarily buy a piece of physical entertainment, but you will own it somewhere else. In a lot of ways, even though you download it to an iPod now or something, this idea that you have all your needs in the cloud is just inevitable.
Great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. Really appreciate it.